Pearson's milkfetch was listed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in 1998 as a threatened species. We've counted out there this spring in our censuses over 70,000 plants. So it really depends a lot upon the weather, upon the year that you're out there, and it's tremendously variable from year to year. So last year I think we would have said, yeah, this is a plant that appears to be in trouble. But after going out there this year and finding so many of them, it certainly seems like a plant that's doing very well.
People don't ride through the plants. I know sometimes there's concern about the plants out here, and that's just not something that happens. Where we do our riding in the open areas, there is no plants.
The American Sand Association is a group of sand sport enthusiasts. We have hired a biological consulting firm to do studies on the Pearson milkfetch. We have also retained a law firm and filed a lawsuit against the Bureau of Land Management for noncompliance of the National Environmental Protection Act and the Federal Land Policy Management Act. This pertains to the illegal closures at the Imperial Sand Dune Recreational Area and relates to the Bureau of Land Management not following federal guidelines when implementing this temporary closure.
This is something that we can do with the kids and we can do with our grandkids. I do it with my parents, and it's something that kind of bonds us all together. We all have stories when we come back from a ride. A lot of traditions out here. A lot of people come out on the major holidays. Thanksgiving is the biggest holiday out here. We probably have 100,000 visitors in the Imperial Sand Dune Recreation Area during Thanksgiving, and they do the full course dinners, and it's part of their whole activities.
I was injured in the military during the Gulf War on board a ship, and at the time before my injury, I used to do a lot of hiking and camping, and a lot of canoeing and stuff like that. And I do believe that protection of species is important, but at the same time, you have to look and see if the species is even being threatened. There's been people riding in these sand dunes for probably 30 to 40 years, and the plants are still here.
I've been coming out here for about almost 10 years. Yep. I can come out here on a weekend and just enjoy the hell out of myself and just leave all my troubles behind, and it's just great.
This gives us the freedom to, we almost feel like we're not even in wheelchairs anymore. We're equal with everybody else that's riding out here.
Well, the seeds are very rugged. They certainly can withstand lots of heat and cold and blowing sand. They're certainly very rugged in waiting patiently for the right rainfall event to occur. Their seeds last for a long time. Some years when there's little rainfall, you see none of them, and other years when rainfall is abundant, they'll germinate in great quantities, and you'll have quite a spring show in the desert with wildflowers.
Going up and down through the bowls and doing the rides, it's one of the funnest things I've ever done. My kids love it. They say, hey, we're going camping at the sand dunes, and they're like, all right, good. It's the biggest toy box in the world. They have a great time out here. Nobody's making mistakes, and everybody's riding safe. And I'm a firefighter and a paramedic, and I wouldn't bring my kids in an unsafe situation. And they're doing good, and we're all happy. And I want this place to stay open. I want to spend years out here.
We need help. We need help with the politicians to take the time to look at the facts and make sure this is all being done in a fair way. That's all we're asking for is fairness. And we are voters. All we leave is tracks, and the first time the wind blows, those are gone.